You are your argument. Chronic physical pain is made of different aspects, which are aspects of us, and we have suppressed them by fear. Arguing is one of them. It's connected to being angry, defending yourself, either defending yourself or feeling like you can't defend yourself, either arguing or feeling like you have no power. And if we have, for example, grown up in an arguing environment, there's either one or two outcomes. There will be one outcome, we carry on this arguing and it becomes a part of our lives, and whether it's a positive, neutral thing or a negative one, that's up to us to judge. And then the second aspect, where we have suppressed this arguing and the defending ourselves, and we have on some level decided this is not the way we want to cope. The difference is when we suppress it with fear and we don't accept it about ourselves, because we all have the ability to argue, to scream, shout, be angry, defend ourselves. We have this ability, but it is about how we accept it, how we turn it into power from a suppressed fear. Because when we have it as fear in our reality and we suppress it and deny it and pretend like we don't have this aspect, then it manifests into the form of physical chronic pain, into some uncomfortableness in our lives, or it creates uncomfortable situations for us. But we can take it back from that pain, that suppressed rage, anger, that we weren't able to defend ourselves, that we weren't able to argue because we chose not to, for example. Well, then we can take this power from the pain, we can take it back into power, which is a neutral force. A power is gentle, neutral. Power at its natural state is neutral, strong and steady, and it's being. And we cannot keep this rage within us in that painful form. It's not sustainable. It will keep showing up, it will keep reminding itself, it will keep saying, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, because it is a part of you, it's an aspect of you. So the choice is how we cope, for sure. We do not need to have arguments, disputes, the need for defending ourselves in our reality. We do not need to have this. We can choose a healthier way of communicating, but we do need to accept this about ourselves. We need to accept the fact that we have rage, we have anger, because it's a great thing for us. It's a great emotion. They are not bad emotions. Only if we suppress them, they become harmful to us, because we're denying that we have this ability. But embracing the fact that we have this ability, we are so strong, we can defend ourselves, we can argue if we choose to. The choosing to is another thing. But embracing it will then change the manifestation from the pain into the power, into the steady power, into the confidence, into the knowing your place, and not being then scared of an argument, because we need for the argument coming from someone or the rage coming from someone, what we need is for it to become neutral. We can become untouchable, but it is with embracing the knowing I have this ability, I have the ability of rage, I have the ability of anger, I have the ability of arguing, defending myself, whatever. That's it. I am aware of it, and this usually resolves the situation on its own. It allows us not to react to whatever the rage is happening. It allows us to be strong and keep our place, however we choose to react, however we choose to be, but it no longer manifests into pain, because usually after those uncomfortable situations, after the arguments, whether it's one-sided or double-sided, we can feel drained and exhausted and powerless, and we can then form it into a habit of the repetitive chronic pain that after every argument I get a migraine, for example. But we do not need to cope this way. We can change this into a neutral power. Okay, I'm aware, I can have rage, I can be angry, and I choose the way to express it, how I want. I choose if I want to express it against someone and be okay with that, if I want to let it out in a different physical way. But it is a difference with denying it or knowing I am my argument. You are your argument.